again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field.
And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Back to throw, Stafford.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
I can't get my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. To throw again, Stafford.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
This is Swift on the counter.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Pressure, he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cameron Jordan, so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. This is Alvin Kamara, Pro Bowler in all 3 of his NFL seasons. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down. And Josh Hill has it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Breeze. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Here's Breeze. Sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Stafford. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Brooks Reed, with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And the return will stop right around the 25. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. But now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Breeze now on first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Deshaun Hand able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
And it's third down.
Midfield, here's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Like right at the 50. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford down to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
It's one thing to be known as a guy who can make big-time plays downfield and gain almost 20 yards per catch. But how about the guy who knows how to put the ball in the end zone as well? And that's Kenny Galladay. He's an absolute threat every time the ball goes in his area. Led the NFL with 11 touchdown catches last year. Kenny Galladay is a guy that I'm glad that I never had to try and cover when I was trying to be a defensive back.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And Breeze is intercepted for the third time. Miles Campbell with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That's good.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position. And he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Breeze going to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Breeze now. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On the return, here's Agnew. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
28-yard line.
1st and 10. Stafford looking for the end zone. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Lions add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Lions 14, Saints nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Breeze. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And it's 3rd down.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Breeze now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
We're there defensively.
From the gun, Stafford. Well, it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch, one-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say, on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll run with Swift, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Lions 21, Saints nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
New Orleans. Miles Killebrew on the stop. It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st down, New Orleans.
On 1st down, Breeze. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. Miles Killebrew with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Gun, Stafford, throwing deep for Galladay. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd and 7. Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
To Michael Thomas.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Here's Stafford. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
At the 41.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed as 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
It's now second and 10.
So second and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. To throw again. Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins.
By the Saints. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas.
Complete.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
New Orleans.
Breeze now on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Picked by the rookie Jeff Okudah. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
Look at that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford gets it quickly to Galladay. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Breeze will try again on second down. That's caught. The tight end Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
And the Saints
on first and 10, here's Breeze. He's going to go for a big play. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. Now, I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Third down here. The Saints on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Breeze to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Thomas. Touchdown.
Michael Thomas. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, it was 4th down, so there was pressure to begin with, and then you make a one-handed catch like that. What a play.
Just when you thought your blood pressure couldn't get any higher after having called for it on 4th down, you see a one-handed catch being attempted. I'm sure it spiked at that point for all the guys on that side of the field, and instead they get a chance to celebrate. What a tremendous catch, bringing it down for the touchdown.
Yeah, he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. To start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. Oh, he lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Breeze now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. P.J. Williams with a pick. And Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before. And right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. A lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up second down. So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Traquan Smith.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back, it's Alvin Kamara. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And the Saints
throwing on first down is Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Breeze to throw again. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Saints 21.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is Harris. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Harmon. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 47-yard line.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost